Hey, I'm WD-9. Filmmaker, critic, occasional maker of just silly videos. I remember way back, back in high school, I was playing Grand Theft Auto 4. And there was this song, I think it was like Schwinny or something. I don't know the actual pronunciation. It was a Russian song, and it was just ingrained in my head, and I loved it so much. And I would play the game sometimes, not even because I wanted to play GTA 4, because I wanted to hear that song. And I discovered it was by this artist named Glakaza. And the problem with her is that at the time, there was no way for me in America to really find her music much. I could occasionally find bits and pieces here. I mean, with GTA 4, you could find Schwinny, whatever you say it. You could find that song. I couldn't find anything else. And it was even worse because this was at a time in her career when she had taken a break. Was doing no music to raise her child, which is amazing. But you found a spark of something and you just wanted it so badly. And so eventually, I gathered up the money. I think it was like $30 or $40 to import her CD with that song on it to me, from Russia to America. And it was such a ludicrous amount of money, but I got it, and it was just so wonderful to find that magic and to find more of it and to just embrace it and to love it. And I listened to that CD so much. I still do. The case is broken, the CD is scratched up. I've had that thing for years and I just love it. I can't get rid of it. Of course, a week or two after I get it, her music finally comes to America on iTunes, but, I went the mile for something I loved. And it's silly, but a lot of things we do for the things you love are silly. That was the first thing I ever imported. And JewWario, that's a lot of what he did was importing. He had so much love for something, and it is silly. A lot of things we love are silly, though, and we do silly things for them. It's just finding a bit of joy in life and just expressing it. Maybe it doesn't make sense, and maybe it's not even really worth it in the grand scheme of things, but we're happy when we do it. I was happy. I was so happy when I got that Glakaza CD. JewWario was always so happy when he found, he didn't love everything, of course, but he loved a lot. He had a lot of love, and he shared that with us. And that's the thing, is that, we only saw him in the magic, in that moment, in the silly parts of life. And we spend so much time with him, with all these online personalities. We spend so much time listening to them and talking to them online sometimes if we're lucky, and hearing their opinions and their feelings and their emotions for so long, It's like they're friends. It feels like that. It has that passion, that love, like they are friends of ours. We look forward to them so much. And the thing we have to realize sometimes is that we're only seeing a part of them. We're seeing JewWario. We're not the man who really plays JewWario. Not the man behind or under that hat. He had a love in his life, and he shared that with us, and that was beautiful. But, just like any of our lives, that's not all our lives are. Our lives aren't just the moments of happiness. They're not just the moments of hard work and passion just coming together to give you some magic. I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. You know, we didn't know what was going on with him, and, you know, so it's shocking to a lot of us, to his fans who supported him over these years, and had so many great, you know, like memories. It feels like memories with him, even though we were just watching a recording. It's like we have these great memories with him. The times we laughed the hardest, the times we were the most amazed or blown away. And, you know, so when he's dead, it comes out of nowhere. Because finally, we can't live in the fantasy. We can't live in the magic forever. You know, whatever drove him to do what he did, you know, obviously I wasn't there. I can't imagine that scene, you know, his wife Jan, and just, you know, the person you love most in the world on the other side of a locked door, and then they're gone. You know, I mean, I'm young. I've only dealt with death very few times in my life so far, and it's it's not something that's, I hope it's never something that's not shocking. I hope it's always horrifying. But it's just so, you know, JewWario, he was so happy and so passionate and so just full of joy, and to know that, you know, that wasn't him, not all the time, at least. That he had problems, like all of us. He had issues that we'll never know. We'll never know what made him lock a door with himself. And what he did. We'll never know that. And we don't need to know that. You know, I don't understand, and that's what scares me the most is, you know, it's realizing that, you know, they are performances, these videos that make us laugh. You know, we're not seeing them, we're not spending time with them. They're doing what they can in their life to make ours better, even when they can't make their own better. And that is compassion. You know, I mean, it seems silly, like, you know, he's just making videos about video games, but it's not that. It's not just that. He was a troubled person, obviously. But his compassion and his love wouldn't let that keep him down, wouldn't stop him from trying to help other people, from trying to bring that joy to us as well. You know, and that's gone now. And that is sad. That is something to mourn. You know. I mean, he wasn't rich. This wasn't just for the money. You know, there probably would have been easier ways to make more money than what he did. But he did it because he loved it. You know, there are people in this world who die who did nothing but take. You know, who didn't have half that love, and they're on TV and everyone loses their minds, you know, but it's people like JewWario, people like these personalities, these people who are just online in these little nooks and crannies who, even when their life is going to hell, don't stop. And we've lost that in one person. I don't know what, I don't have a final line. I just set up the camera and started talking. But I think we should remember him. More people should know about him. More people should go and watch him. Because he did something for all of us. And it's good that he knew that we loved him back. That we had that admiration for him. Even if it wasn't with millions of people, it was with thousands. And that's still a lot. He did something for everyone, and I hope everyone will cherish that and remember that. And I just hope I just hope maybe in the last second, or maybe whatever happens after death, that he knows everyone cared. And that even though he locked himself in a room alone, he wasn't alone. His wife was there, he had friends out in this world, and he had fans across the globe. You know, he was never alone. And I don't know what made him do what he did. I just hope that he didn't die thinking he was alone, because he wasn't. He was never alone. That's all I've got to say, I guess. You know, to the fans and the friends and the family, you know, best of luck. And keep a smile, you know. You know, keep a smile and keep laughing, because that's what he wanted. That's what he fought for. That's what he was passionate about. And I think that's the one thing we should never take away from him, is our smiles. So, goodbye. Goodbye.